I do not take this sacrifice lightly, and I want you to know that I am grateful that as you give me the opportunity to express my sincere desire to serve you in this great constituency of Garden Hills, and to tell you why I'm vying to be the aspirant candidate for the Progressive Liberal Party. This is the only party that truly believes and works for the people.
Amen.
Most of you know me because of my long-standing involvement with our dynamic Garden Hills branch, or the party. And others may know me because of my work in civil and church associations. But for those who don't know me personally, let me take a few minutes to tell you who Eresia Slavonia Thayer Hepburn is. I know you didn't know I had all those names. I was born in Nassau and raised by my mother and father, Eric and Suzanne Hepburn, in the very humble and loving community of Garden Hills. I attended the Big Red Machine for high school, COB, and then later went to several foreign universities in the US. When I returned home with my brand new shiny PhD, I could not find employment in the field that I had studied in under the F&M administration for 4.5 years. During that time, I earned a living consulting with persons and living off of my parents and working hand in hand with farmers to make the industry better and volunteering my time.
You want a big gun?
I still believe in the former Prime Minister's Christie dream that we need to be a nation that has the ability to self-sustain and have food security. I am currently the chairman at the School of Chemistry and Environmental Life Sciences as assistant professor. And I am proud to note that I was instrumental in establishing Progressive Young Liberals at the University of Bahamas campus, which is active today. I've been volunteering with both the Bahamas Red Cross, the Bahamas Heart Association, and numerous organizations for more than 10 years. And currently, I am the president of the Bahamas Heart Association. Now, I would like to share my PLP background with you. When I was in high school, the Honorable Perry Christie was the Minister of Agriculture, and he came to my school to talk about the need for young Bahamians to explore agriculture as a career. He influenced me so much that I not only pursued a career in agriculture, I also joined the PYL branch as a teenager with support and encouragement of my family, and became in love with the party that I was dedicated and committed to people like me, to the average man or woman. Growing up in both Black Village and Garden Hills at a young age, it was a key driver that helping me understand that in order for ordinary Bahamians to have a better way of life, we must first stick together, help and look out for each other, but we also must have a government that understands and believes and has the responsibility to address the needs of the people. I learned that we needed politicians who are committed and dedicated and working for the people and not for self-interest, not the ones that we have today. We also needed to get involved in our communities and always work to make them better. These are the core principles that have been cultivated in me since I was a PYL member and remain with me today. I became active in the Garden Hills branch when I returned from university and later became the branch chairman. We worked tirelessly, several of you in here, to ensure Dr. Major's victory at the polls in 2012. I was the campaign coordinator for Dr. Major in 2017, and we tasted the bitter pill of defeat at the polls. I remember all too well on election night, crying with many of you in our office. I have been the NGC member of our party in 10 years, and currently I'm a national vice chairman of our great party. That bitter pill of defeat has strengthened my resolve to work tirelessly to ensure our victory in the polls in 2022. Our country cannot sustain the blows of another 5 years of this incompetent, self-dealing, selfish, and corrupt F&M government. Garden Hills, I come before you today not as someone who just woke up and decided, hey, I want to be an MP, so where can I go to look for a nomination? I did not sit quietly on the sidelines for most of my life and now had my come to Jesus moment that I want to be in politics. No, that is not me. I have been in this fight. I know about our party. I understand the needs, the welfare of Bahamians for most of my life. Garden Hills, I have walked the streets with you of this constituency year after year. I know the families in our constituency, even after the boundary cuts.
I tell you that.
I know your struggles because they are my struggles. The pains, the tough times over the last 2 years. It has not been easy. I know the PLPs who feel let down by our party and may be disinterested in joining our fight. And I know the faithful few, most of you right here. Those who, like me, remain focused and steadfast on the course. No matter what the election results are, no matter the disappointments that come our way, we are still PLP.
Yes, yes.
You see, being a loyal and faithful supporter does not mean you always share in the rewards of victory, and that is disappointing. But I know why I am in this fight. I am in it for the big prize, and that prize is making our country better. So when the disappointments come, I am able to brush it off and move forward, because my faith in Christ will see me through my personal disappointments. My purpose is to stand in the gap for those who cannot do that for themselves. Garden Hills, I'm here this morning because this longtime PLP member, PLP worker, branch officer, NGC member, and now National Party officer has the desire, the drive, and the commitment to continue my work in this community by aspiring to be your nominee in the next general election. I want to continue my work for you to better our community, the community where I live with my parents, my grandmother, and other family members. I live here. My family, friends, and neighbors live here. I experience all of the good and bad that happens here. I want to continue my service for you in the halls of Parliament, to advocate for our community, to have the opportunities to flourish and grow like our name, our garden, to ensure that Garden Hill residents get the resources to build and grow our infrastructure, the necessary community centers, and government properties. You see, as your Garden Hills representative, I cannot run and hide in a house on a hill elsewhere when elected. You know where I live.
That's right.
You've knocked on my
That's right.
door. If I'm not at the constituency office, you pretty much know where to find me. Garden Hills, I do not seek this opportunity for me. I have been blessed to have the opportunity to obtain many degrees, travel all over the world, and live actually a very comfortable life. For me, I need no other personal benefits. Rather, I want everyone in our community to have the same opportunities that I have had and more. I want Garden Hills graduates to attend universities or colleges of their choice if they qualify and want to, or to become skilled to earn a decent and acceptable living, however they may deem fit. I want our community not only to be a safe haven for our children, but to be one of love and peace, with the best and most modern educational facilities that will show our children that the world is theirs to conquer. I want the opportunity to fight for the rights of the ordinary, everyday Bahamians who are disadvantaged because of where they live or who their parents are or are not. Now, I'm not putting down the wealthy or elite Bahamians, because they're Bahamians too. But let's face it, do they need support from anyone to maintain a good life for them and their children? No. So while I support their endeavors, my fight is for those who do not have access to proper health care, educational experiences that are second to none, and the ability to become entrepreneurs and bring small businesses to our community to flourish. To have community centers in every corner of the constituency that will bring out the best in our children and keep them on the right path. To go back to having after-school classes, to help people to get their BGCSEs, to fill the gap so we can ensure that they have an opportunity to have a decent job. I will fight for Garden Hills to be a community that works together. Now, for those of you who know me, you know I always speak my mind and stand my ground. Sometimes people may not like me for this, I realize, but that is the fighter in me, and I can guarantee I will fight for you. I cannot see an injustice and wrongdoing and not say anything. I do not just go with the flow. This may mean I have to take a stand for what you, the constituents, want to, and not just get along to go along. So I tell you now, if you just want a yes person, a yes or sir, ma'am, that I'm not the person for this job. But understand that while I will fight and stand up for you, I will never, ever embarrass our party publicly or speak negatively of our leaders and members. What is to be hashed out will be done behind closed doors because I do not grandstand. My desire to step into the ring of frontline politics is about the purpose of making life better for everyone in Garden Hills. Together, we can bring over some of those F&Ms who are disappointed in their party. Bring back those independent voters of 2012 who went against us. Bring back the PLPs who turned their back on us, and the PLPs who lost interest in our party. How? With a strong and organized ground game and social media strategy that will educate our constituents and how we can make a better life for them. By showing the facts that the PLP, while we made some mistakes during the last term in office, is far better at governing on our worst day than they are on their best day.